This is the X Sports Network.
All right, fans, welcome in to Summertown High School. This is Adam Lindsay with Mr. Mark here today. Mark, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Still got a little bit of cold, so I have a little different voice, but it's actually a better voice than my normal voice.
You got a pretty good voice most of the time. But yeah,
debatable.
We got it's not. We got Will here with us today. Yep. Will, thank you for getting us set up. Will just had a birthday. He's 35, Will? Yeah. Will says 35, but if you know Will, you know that's a lie.
Yeah. Well, you kind of you kind of get an average of how he acts and how old he really is, and you're going to come up with that number.
Get him how he acts, it's about 4.
Yeah, come up with that number.
But we are playing East Hickman today, Mark. They are the Eagles. Will has talked for years about their gym, if you ever had a chance, how beautiful it is.
That's on our wish list, their gym here. Yep. They're also the Eagles. Yep.
But we're straight to tip-off today, and here it is. And Busby's got it for Summertown. Up top, she's going to go right immediately into the lane and partially blocked there by number 21, Adams. And they're going to come back with it, back up into the corner, back up top to Jones, and she'll set things up. Summertown and a man to start out. Jones dribbling around, knocked away out of bounds, and that will go to Summertown. That went off.
Good job of Tess.
Adams.
Adam, there. Hickman County, East Hickman's kind of young. Talked to the coach. They took 2 or 3 losses early on, and they've gotten better down the stretch. But they're young, so it's going to take. He had volleyball players, so it's going to take him a little while to get his group together.
But also they also nicknamed the Eagles, and also in blue, so very similar to us. Shot from the corner missed, and here comes East Hickman, and they've got a run out. That will be number 2, Terlecki. She'll miss the layup. And here comes Bonner back with it, and she's going to be fouled by Terlecki.
And talking to Coach Jean before the game, Adam, I think he was a little concerned about, so many games this week and kind of not coming out ready. And it's a morning game, a morning to these girls.
Well, driving up here, I was thinking, that game last night against Moore County was extremely physical.
Yes.
And coming back this quick, I was kind of worried about a little maybe a hangover from it. So here's a 3 by Bonner, long, and that will go into the corner, saved by Mason.
Nice job by Mason.
Busby with it back up top to Bonner. She's going to go in with the right hand, get cut off. Nice little
step through
runner.
And lefty.
And with the left hand to me, Mark. That was most impressive.
Nice.
That's a sweet move. So East Hickman back here with it. Jones with it up top. Over to Terlecki. She'll go with the left hand and lay it up. No good. Rebound ripped out by Busby. And she's going to run to the left hand. Onto the wing. Nice cut.
Nice
and
pass.
Laid up. Good. Is Gabby Long.
That's another part that I think Tess Long's games improves seeing the court. She does a good job, obviously in other areas, but she's seeing the court better.
She really does. And we're going to get a quick timeout here. Summertown jumps out quickly, 4-0. We'll be back here in a moment. You're listening to Summertown Lady Eagles basketball on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products.
So Long nails her free throw, and Summertown's now up 5-0. Jones is going to lay it up. Nice cut in the lane with the left hand. And East Hickman is now on the board. Up top is Long. She's going to kick down to Mason. Fall away, no good. And rebounded by Brand. But Summertown with a steal. Into Bonner in the corner. She'll get in with the left hand again and try to lay it up. No good. A lot of contact there, Mark.
Yeah.
But no call. Back down the middle of the lane is Brand. And Hickman County, East Hickman is back in this one now, 5-4. Mason with it, almost throws it away. Beautiful kick to Long. She'll lay it up. No good, but knocked out, I thought, by East Hickman. But the referee didn't think so.
Well, Adam, you see they're not going to give the little bumps underneath. So far, it indicates they're going to kind of let them play a little bit. So a little bit of adjustment maybe.
Jones has it over to the wing to Terlecki. She's going to drive and have it kicked. I noticed, Mark, it was a physical game last night, and there was just not a lot of – there was a lot of fouls called, but, man, there was not as many whistles as you would like to think.
Got a little chippy there at times, didn't it?
Yep. East Hickman will get it in to Beckham. In the lane and knocked away, but right to Brand. Ball on the floor, and Mason's got it. Busby coming back. She's going to go right in the lane, and she's going to be fouled.
Got that one.
Busby does a great job, and she comes in, and when you're reaching for that ball, she's got that scoop. And that scoop shot, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to foul her across that arm. She's got it down to a science.
And she's so strong. She is very strong.
Glad to. I got here. I watched a little bit of the game last night. Summertown actually started 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 from the free throw line.
Got Brown in the game. Adam Brown's really been given some good, strong minutes.
Yeah, she has. We've really. I've been impressed with her, how much she's come along. Brown's going to. Speaking of, she's going to knock it away, but holding on to it is Jones, and there goes that lady again. Brooklyn Adams lays it in. Right now, East Hickman's doing a great job of just getting to the rim.
Yeah. You can tell that's kind of the way they've been coached, take the ball and make something happen.
Tess Long is going to attempt to lay it off to Bonner, but it slips out of her hand, and it will go out of bounds.
Full court man-to-man by the Eagles. And
Bonner's going to get the steal. She's going to attack. Nice step.
And almost got the.
And fouled. I don't know, Mark. I don't know if you watched that girls' game last night. From what I remember, I went and watched a little bit of the end of it. There was a young lady that fouled out, and they said that was the 4th Moore County player that had fouled out last night.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. It was pretty brutal, and so loud in here. They brought some pretty good fans with them, so it was pretty good atmosphere for a holiday tournament.
It was. We're going to get a foul there.
One thing too, Adam, I think talking about yesterday, maybe a little more taking care of Perry County allowed our starters to get a little bit of break, and then also Franks came in and had 18 points, which is huge.
in
for
the
her
first half,
confidence.
too, right?
Yes. Well, she hit
I think it was mentioned. I think they said
3
18
for
in
4
one
threes
half.
or
And,
something.
yeah, 4 threes
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
first half, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of her,
Yeah.
Miss Frank, she's in now.
Yeah.
Busby's going to fire a 3-ball long. But Tess with a rebound, partially blocked.
they
Bonner
missed.
should have probably let that go.
Might have missed a foul there, I thought.
Yeah. And East Hickman will get the basketball back. Summertown leading 8-6 early on here. Jones with it. Hassled by Bonner. She'll get a screen.
They'll get
over
a
to
moving.
Adams.
They'll get a moving pick before it's over. Watch me.
Yeah, it's a lot of screening
They're
going on
leaving
with
a-
this man-to-man. Terlecki with it. Kick down low. Nice little fadeaway there, but it's not going to go. And then they're going to get a foul on Miley Brand.
That's the 5th foul. I think we'll be shooting 2 free throws.
One thing I noticed a lot lately, and I don't know, Mark, if they teach it now a little bit more, but the team Summertown played Elkmont yesterday, the boys. I don't know if you noticed. Do you see how much that the rebounders are getting hassled when they rebound the basketball
They're doubling. That's
you know, I don't know. You know, when I played, you know, we were always kind of taught to kind of, you know, get back, right, to avoid runouts. But now, man, there's just a lot.
Yeah. It's a different philosophy,
Passing.
like in coaching travel ball quite a bit. Some of the more athletic teams will do that.
Yeah.
The problem is once you ever, if that rebounder can get it to the outlet, all of a sudden you have numbers. That's the only disadvantage of that.
Well, and the good part is you might knock a ball away and get a steal,
Right.
but you're also getting a lot of fouls called out.
You're right.
Busby hits the first, misses the second. So Summertown up 9-6. Jones with it now over into the corner. She's going to fire a 3-ball. That looks good, but a little long. But Terlecki with a board. Kick down low, but she's going to overthrow it. And Long's got it. Here comes Busby. She's going to attack, spin, over into the corner to Frank. She's going to get in the lane with a little runner. Short. Nice job by Brown. Busby's going to fire a 3, long. She gets her own board, knocked away, and now we got a scrum and we got a jump. I tell you, though, Mark, I mean, they missed a few shots here early, but the energy for Summertown looks like it's here. I thought maybe we've seen a little lag since that tough game last night.
Well, you got to know that they realize they get through this one. They've got a little bit of a break.
We also got to remember, Mark, that they're not 40, 50, or 60 years old like some of the people we know. So they're a little bit younger than us. Gabby Long's got it now after the steal. And they're going to get a foul on Terlecki.
2 shots again. That's and it looks like if we make free throws, we can definitely extend this lead.
So Terlecki, who's had a solid start to the game and one of the pretty solid player for them, that's her second, and there's still 2:40 left. Long's going to miss the first free throw.
I tell you, look, the game last night, we missed free throws by people that typically don't miss free throws.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating. I know as a coach, you get a situation to make a couple of free throws, you can kind of, put nails in the coffin and you miss them. And that's not intentional, but it's just that happens, even with great shooters.
Sure. Long does hit her second. Summertown's up 10-6. Jones with it now, kicked over to Terlecki. She's going to stay in with those 2 fouls. And almost stolen by Long, knocked out of bounds. Summertown's pretty much stayed in a man most of the game, but now they've kind of slumped back into that wide 2-3, it looks like. Terlecki with it on the wing. She's got it. She picks up her dribble. Knocked away and stolen by Garland, who checked in. And here comes Long.
Oh, Miss Brown cutting down the pike.
Gabby Long with it up top. She's going to penetrate with the right hand, lay it off to Tess. She's going to get stuck up top. Back to Garland.
Yeah.
Garland almost with it stolen. Nice pass to Franks.
Nice.
No good, but there's Brown again, but she had it knocked away. And here comes Adams with it, but she's cut off by Long. Over into the corner. Laying it up. No good, but a foul is Terlecki.
Just let her get a little too deep. I tell you, Adam, I think East Hickman's really playing aggressive, almost overplaying on defense. We're probably going to get some of that backdoor stuff. We just got to make sure we finish.
First free throw by Terlecki is no good. Well, one thing I'd say about Summertown in here, they're getting some good looks under the basket on some cuts, but you've got to go through contact here because they're calling fouls. It seems like we're kind of going to avoid the contact a little bit when we just need to go through people. Second free throw is good. Triple subs for Summertown. Mason back in, Bonner, and Busby.
I like Coach Jean switching defenses up, just kind of keeping the offense, having to think.
Yep. Bonner with it over to Mason, down into the corner. It's kicked down low to Garland. Bonner with it now. She'll drive, get cut off. Back out to Mason, pump fake. That was going to be partially blocked, may have been fouled, but it's Franks, and they've got a run out. There's Terlecki and swatted.
Wow, nice block. I saw that coming.
Swatted into the Gutter Brothers sign. Gutter Brothers. I've been wanting to say that.
That one knocked in the gutter.
5-inch and 6-inch.
You
Seamless
definitely want
gutters.
to stay out of the gutters.
Get your free estimate at Gutter Brothers. I've never noticed that.
We need
sign.
to charge for that. That's an extra advertising.
Do you think you think they might give me a free gutter?
They should.
All right, well, nice laid in by Ace Hickman, and they've cut it 10-9. Garland's going to get in there and lay it up. Good, beautiful scoop. Summertown's got it back to 3. Frantic pace here, but a lot of fouls called here in the first quarter. Jones with it up top. Summertown back into that wide 2-3. Busby's going to kick it. Gabby Long checking in for Franks. Coach Jean's having a little discussion with her about a few things. Long's going to knock it away, but Adams is going to grab it. She's going to bring it across. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicked over to Jones. Back to Adams for 3, no good. Rebounded by Mason.
We've done a pretty good job on the boards.
They have. Solid overall. Busby's got it inside of 10 seconds now. Going to have to do something here quickly. Busby might fire that. We'll see. No, she's going to get it over, partially blocked, but they're going to get a foul.
Yeah, there's not much doubt about that one. She got both arms.
Yeah, that's going to be on Brooklyn Adams.
Yeah, that makes the coach either
that drives you crazy.
Turn the hair gray or lose it.
Yeah,
and that's a violation where she is too. They probably not want to call it. But every time you're
Bonner's first free throw is good.
That's
you're correct, Mark. It is a violation. Second one, good.
Doesn't matter.
One more for Bonner.
Bonner knocked some big free throws down last night.
Third one rolls in.
Didn't jinx her, did I?
They're going to do something quick because he's Hickman. That'll be, into Terlecki, and she's just going to let the clock run out. So, solid first quarter for Summertown. They're going to grab a few points on 3 free throws late in the quarter. They're going to lead 15-9 at the end of 1. You've been listening to Summertown Lady Eagles basketball on the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the Bridges in Waynesboro, Tennessee. Nestled in the natural beauty of Wayne County, this historic retreat was home to the renowned Tennessee Fitness Spa for over 30 years, drawing guests from across the globe seeking wellness, rest, and renewal. This land carries a story that's woven into Tennessee history. David Crockett once stood here delivering his famous pulpit rock speech, and over the years, country music legends, including Conway Twitty and George Jones, have walked these very grounds. This is home to the only known double-span natural bridge in the world, a remarkable ice cave, peaceful creek frontage, and miles of walking trails. A setting that naturally encourages rest, reflection, and transformation. The Bridges is more than a property. It's a place with a heartbeat, a place shaped by history, surrounded by nature, and ready for its next meaningful chapter. We are Mark and Stacy Springer, and we would love to show you around.
Look.
All right, back here at Summertown.
We talked about them overplaying, and that's the play when you overplay. You got a back door on the weak side that coach called and almost worked.
I thought Summertown boys did a great job of that yesterday against Elkmont. Those back cuts, they're there, and they move the ball well, too, so that helps. So East Hickman's got it. Start of the second quarter, kick down low, but knocked away, and Bonner's got it. Number 32, Gobble, is checked into the game for East Hickman. A long three, short by Busby. Rebounded by Brand. She's going to push with the left hand, and she's going to the rack and lay it up. No good. Loose ball grabbed by Bonner. A little bit out of control, a little bit, Mark. Good drive, but.
Yeah, good things happen when you take it to the basket, but you kind of need to.
They're going to get a walk. For a travel.
It's their favorite.
Yeah, Busby getting a little bit too quick right there. East Hickman has it back. Jones is going to walk it up over to Terlecki, who's still in with those two fouls. Kick down to the high post. Nice move. Yeah. And they're going to get, I believe, Garland.
They're starting to attack our zone from the high post, looking for that high-low, which is kind of ideally what you want to do for an offense. We're probably going to – I wouldn't doubt if Coach didn't run back to a man-to-man here before the half's over.
Well, and you know, Mark, I remember from the first quarter, that free throw, beautiful off the glass.
Yeah.
I know from that first quarter, Mark, I only remember one three-point attempt. I would say that 99.9% of their shots were inside the paint.
Violation of one of the East Hickman girls.
I believe they got Terlecki. We may have to go back and look, but she was leaning a little.
Got 32.
Okay.
Sorry.
Gabby Long's got a look, and she's going to fire it.
Oh,
money.
My goodness. That looked pretty.
That little miscommunication right there, Mark. Nobody picked her up.
Gabby has really good range.
She does.
Really good range.
East Hickman's going to get a timeout. We'll be back here in a moment.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton, pastor of Mars Hill Baptist Church, and on behalf of our congregation, let me wish you all a very Merry Christmas. We are always excited about Christmas time here at Mars Hill. And one of our favorite events is our Christmas Eve service. We'd love to invite you to come and join us and make it part of your family tradition. It takes place Christmas Eve night at 11 o'clock. Bring your children. All our kids will be in pajamas, and we'll have us a wonderful time, and you'll be out at midnight, and we'll celebrate the reason for the season. Remember, it was the angels that proclaimed to the shepherds, unto you has been born a Savior. And we want you to know that truth in your life as well. So join us Christmas Eve, 11 o'clock, Mars Hill Baptist Church, and have a very Merry Christmas.
All right, back here in Summertown. Summertown leading 18-10 after the long three ball by Gabby Long. East Hickman has it. Jones with it up top. Kick to the high post. Kick down low. Nice feed and laid up. In and out by Gobble, but she gets her own board. Kicked out to Adams. She gets in the lane for the runner. Good. And they're going to get Bonner stepping on the line on the inbound, and East Hickman's going to get it back.
Yeah, a little anxious there. That's one of those careless things that that's why Coach Gene doesn't have hair. If he had
so you're saying that's just nature and not him.
That's girls basketball coach is what that. She walked.
I thought that was travel. Great call there.
Mr. Brown over there on the call.
Is that Jones or Brown?
Jones.
Yep.
Larry Jones.
Larry Jones. Yep. That was a good call though. I thought that might have slipped by. Busby with it. She's going to get it to Bonner. Up top to Tess Long. She'll get into the lane with the right hand. They're going to get her for a travel as well. Just a little bit out of control right now.
One thing, Adam, talking to Mr. Frierson yesterday and just officiating, just kind of had a few questions and general conversation. One of the things that they're allowing or kind of being asked to allow is a little more of the continuation, if you'll notice, which puts more judgment in the referee's hands, which I don't like.
It does. And, you know, I told somebody, I don't mind them calling it if it's consistent, but you have different officials each night, and you just never know what you're going to get sometimes.
Different opinion of when's the shot actually being started, or when is the offensive move made.
Unless you just turn it into the NBA, and if it's even close, you just call it. You just let them have it. Busby's got it. She's going to weave into the lane for that scoop shot. No good, but right to Mason. We're going to call that a pass.
Give her an assist.
Give her an assist.
Give her assist.
So nice job by Mason kind of cleaning things up.
Good things happen when you take the ball to the basket.
Yes, sir. Kicked into that high post and kicked down low, and they're going to get a travel. Mark, one thing is something Summertown's going to have. They're doing a great job of getting it into the high post and that kick down low. They've had some really high percentage looks.
Yes.
From that high post.
And when it gets there, the back guy's got to be concerned about the corner shooters and that low post. And right now they're just looking for the low post diving.
So Busby's got it on the wing. She'll get it back. She's going to get cut off on the baseline. Up top to Gabby Long. Nice kick down to Mason.
Pretty nice
blocked
block.
out of bounds.
Yeah.
Look, I love the feed, and I love the unselfishness. But also, too, I'm sitting there. The kids drained one or two already, and there was nobody around them, Mark. I think she probably was shocked. I would like to see her maybe let that one loose. Yeah. Gabby does get it inside to Bonner. She's going to put a nice little turnaround in the lane. I tell you, we talked about Bonner. Another thing she's got, that ball is soft when she puts it up.
She finds a way to get it. She finds a way to get it to the hoop. It's very creative.
Jones has got it. She gets in the lane and cut off and stolen by Mason. Here comes Gabby Long with it, wanting to run. Summertown up by 10. She's going to go into the lane with that high scoop, short, no good. And almost stolen by Tess, but Jones is going to come out with it. Over to Terlecki, back to Jones. Kicked in that high post.
Good job.
Well, they tell her too many times to the well there, Mark, on that high post.
Good
nice job. Busby using her body right there to get separation. That's how it's done.
She created the contact, but if the defender's moving, you can get away with that and usually get the foul. So she could have picked up the foul.
Jones with it. And they're Summertown squeezing that high post now, and they're going to have to make an adjustment.
Well, if you mentioned they haven't made a three, so.
No, and I think I remember one, they may have shot two, Mark. But
yeah, you're right. But I don't think they made it, did they?
No, no threes made yet. Terlecki trying to get it in, and she finally does to Jones. Back to Terlecki in the corner.
You know they're fixing to drain a three, don't you?
Or probably four in a row. That's how it works, right?
They're not looking for one right now.
Trying to find
back to man-to-man. Summertown, so kind of puts a little more confusing now into the.
Terlecki's got it. She's hassled by Long. Over to
now
Bailey.
They go back to the zone in the middle
partially
of the
blocked.
Possession.
Kick back out to Jones. She's going to drive with a little runner Long. But they're going to grab the board. That is Gobble.
It's going to be a Summertown ball.
But throw it away.
Interesting there. Coach changes defenses in the middle of the possession.
Yeah.
And good job by our players recognizing that and jumping to that. Sometimes if you do that, you leave someone open. They're doing a really good job of.
Tess Long's going to get into the lane. Beautiful move, but she's going to hit the bottom of the rim. I think she was wanting maybe a foul there.
Got hacked.
So Jones has it. Over to Terlecki. Summertown into that zone again, I think. Yep, Terlecki's getting into the lane and laid up. Hey, she's done a great job getting to the rim. Busby's coming back. Back to Brown out top at the post. She picks up her dribble. Here comes Tess in lane. Back to Brown.
Right idea, knocked
away.
Should have led her to the basket. It's kind of hard to see the angle from up here, but that was the right idea.
Kick down low. Almost stolen by Brown, but missed. The shot's going to be no good and knocked out by Ace Hickman. Well, Mark, you're talking about changing defenses in the middle of a possession. When we'll play, we never had to worry about it because all we knew was man. And basically, if we changed, it would be hard man to a sagging man. That was basically it.
Yeah. My high school calls that red and blue. Red was the aggressive, blue was the
Well,
passive.
they knew we weren't intelligent enough to learn multiple defenses, so we just played man. They said, look, we'll just teach this one thing and try to do it well.
I'll say this. I love get in there.
Busby had a good look from three, but long.
If kids learn how to play a man, they can play it well, they can play anything.
That's correct.
And that's frustrating when coaches will not try a man.
Jones has it up top. She's going to get over to Adams, back up to Jones. Slowing things down here. Summertown has a 10-point lead, but not a lot of offense this quarter, Mark.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be kicked out of bounds accidentally by Alexis Bailey.
Well, so far, Adam, it looks like an early afternoon high school girls basketball game.
It does.
It's just kind of not. Neither team's really got into where I feel like they're on all cylinders yet.
Busby's going to get into the lane, get cut off. Back up top to Mason. Over to Bonner. Gabby Long now with it up top at the volleyball line. Over to Bonner on the wing. She's going to in with the left hand, get cut off. Here comes Busby, cut off. Long's got to look from three. Nice kick.
Good job.
Money.
Nice job.
That kid's.
She's finding that today.
Well, you know, she was a little cold early in the season. You know, took her a little bit. But throughout her high school career, she's about as good as gold if she's got to look.
And she can shoot it deep.
That
good hustle there by.
That's going to be stolen by Busby.
Yeah, Busby.
She's going to pull this one, I bet. Nope, beautiful feed, but nice job by Terlecki. Terlecki's just been all over the place.
Kind of baited her into that, didn't she?
Terlecki's been big for them this half. If you don't have that young lady right now, they're probably in a lot of trouble.
Good job.
Busby's going to get a steal, and they're going to get a double.
You just talked her into a turnover there.
I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, Terlecki, I've been really impressed with her. She picked up 2 fouls quickly, but hasn't gotten any since.
I'll give her a rest.
Jones with the basketball up top. Summertown back into that wide 2-3. Woodard checking in for East Hickman. This is her first time in. Jones with it over on the wing to Adams. Back up to Jones. Back to Adams. She's going to fire a 3 short, but get her on board, but miss the layup. Knocked back into Lena. Brown. And Summertown's got it back. 30 seconds left here in the half. Bonner with it up top. Over on the wing to Gabby Long. Back up to Busby. Summertown probably going to hold for the final shot here with a 13-point advantage. Lena Brown with it now. 14 seconds left. Bonner.
A little flare screen there for
Busby's going to kick it all the way across. Gabby's going to fire a 3. Long miss. Lena's going over the top.
Brown.
Nice job.
Little granny.
There's a fire.
Get in there. Oh,
Long miss from up top.
Definitely wanted to give Brown the assist and the rebound had that gone in.
We didn't get points right there, Mark, but I love the effort. You had some good looks.
Absolutely.
Brown's had a good, hard, well-played half.
Well, she's a fighter in there, and she's a strong kid. And in some of these teams you've seen, coach will put her in against certain personnel that she kind of holds her ground physically against some of the bigger, stronger players, and she's really and she doesn't make a lot of mistakes too. When you put someone in, they make mistakes, no matter how good they do. You can't go with them, but she's pretty consistent.
With Summertown's minimal lack of size,
exactly.
She's a factor they really need,
right.
and she's had at least 4 offensive rebounds this half, so that's big.
Yeah, she battles in there.
All right, fans. Adam Lindsay and Mr. Mark here with Will. We are at the half. Summertown leading 27-14. We'll be back for second half action shortly.
It's Christmas time at Miss Millie's. From brands you know and love like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash to unique specialty gifts, you'll find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have lots of seasonal decorations. And did you know that we also do corporate Christmas gifts? Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you with complimentary gift wrapping this holiday season. Don't forget about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can create their perfect registry with us. Stop by Miss Millie's today in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg. Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Looking to transform your home or commercial space? Lawrenceburg Flooring is your local stop for flooring, tile, and custom blinds. From sleek hardwoods and waterproof LVP to stunning ceramic and water jet tile, we've got the styles, colors, and prices to fit every taste and budget. With financing options available, visit Lawrenceburg Flooring today, where your design dreams become reality. Your floors, your style, we've got you covered.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Have you ever seen those halftime scholarships where you have to nail a 40-yard field goal? Yeah, this isn't that. I just had to open a Bank Independent account and follow a few simple steps. That's it. A 20% scholarship to UNA. Bank Independent. We're invested in your future.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us.
All right, back here in Summertown. Summertown with a 13-point advantage. East Hickman will have the basketball.
Looks like Gabby Long had 10. Bonner had 2, 4, 7, 8. Ella had 6. Ellie Lou had a couple. And I think I missed 2. But
I thought Long shot the ball well.
Yes,
that
she did.
Busby's going to get a steal right off the bat. She's
It's
going
hard
to
to
lay it
stop.
up and one.
Let's say she's just hard to stop.
Brooklyn Adams will pick up the foul. If that's what you want if you're Summertown,
Yep.
a good, quick start. That second quarter mark, don't get me wrong, that they extended the lead, but it was just really muzzled down. Just not a lot going on, kind of frustrating. But they're gonna jump out offensively here. Busby's going to nail the free throw. East Hickman with it back. Jones with it.
We're in a 1-3-1, trying to keep the ball out of the middle. A little different.
Into that high post. Kick down low, but throw it away. They had a look there, but well, what do you think, Mark? Do you go to the 1-3-1 to kind of address maybe that high post issue? Do you think maybe kind of cover more of that high post?
I kind of like it because, the weakness on a 1-3-1, if you stop that, is you get these corner shots and they haven't made anything. So why not? Let's make them make a 3, and then we'll adjust.
So a quick timeout. We'll be back here in a moment.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
During the break, we're here talking about food, and now I'm starving to death. Will's waiting on Waffle House to get open. Me too, Will. Don't worry. All right, Summertown's got the basketball. Teslon with it up top. Over to Busby. She's going to get into the lane. Kicked into the corner to Mason. Back over to Tess.
Kind of like our patience right now. Let's wear them down some defensively.
Long with it over to Busby. She's going to get it up top again. She's going to get into the lane with a left hand. Short, no good.
Yeah.
And Brand with the rebound. Terlecki gets it and hands it over to Jones.
Back to a 2-3 now. And you see the offside guards popping, making sure he gets out of that post like she's supposed to right there. We'll give that up.
Into the corner is Terlecki. She's cut off up to the high post to Brand. Back to Brown, into the lane, kicked into the corner to Beckham. Back to Adams. She's going to drive in lane,
Nice
partially
check.
blocked.
Nice check.
Nice job there.
Yeah.
Summertown's got it back.
Mason on the block shot.
Teslon with it on the wing. Bonner's going to look at 3. Pump fake.
She
get
likes
in
that
lane.
left. She likes that
Beautiful
left
move.
take.
Well, hey, when she got around that first defender mark, that paint opened up like the
Yeah.
Red Sea.
Yep.
And
as a right-hander, she would rather go to the left and penetrate.
And I'll tell you, finishes again with a left hand too, Mark. That's what you like to see.
Frank's not feeling well. She's not dressed. Looks like she's going to the house. I hate to see that. Hopefully she gets well soon.
Well, you know this time of year.
Yep.
You got all the stuff. Hayden, he was out yesterday sick, and he's still out today, still feeling awful. So that's going to be an offensive foul.
Nice call.
That's an
Good job,
easy
Gabby.
call.
Yep. Lowered her shoulder.
Brand looks a little frustrated.
Summertown slowly starting to extend this lead. I think you got to feel pretty good.
Have a good look from the wing, and she's going to drain it.
Yep.
They were kind of just, aimlessly walking back and not really paying attention, Mark, and Bonner's just sitting there waiting on it.
Bonner's got 5 points in this third quarter.
Jones with it up top. Over to Adams, back to Jones, back to Adams on the wing. Adams has it now, back to Jones. Basically, they're just playing keep away from Summertown at this point, back and forth to Terlecki into the corner. She's going to fire a little baseline runner short. Not a high percentage shot, Mark, Mason. Especially with Mason with her hand right up in your face. Busby's going to go right to the rack and lay it up.
Yes. Nice.
They may need to get a TO here quickly, Mark, or this could get out of hand if it's not already there. Summertown up by 23 now. Jones with it. She's going to get cut off. Over on to the wing to Beckham. Back to Jones. That'll be Adams. She's going to fire a three. Long and no good. Terlecki, but they get their own board. Kick down low. Beautiful pass.
Nice pass.
That was a good look. Michaela Brand with 2. And they will get that timeout. We'll be back here in a moment. Summertown leading 37-16.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
All right, Mark, back here in Summertown. Summertown extending this lead out to 21 now.
One thing I will say, Coach Taylor told me before the game, there was a death in the family from one of his starters, one of his actually better scorers. So they're down a little bit, and I think he's got a tough job of kind of keeping these kids in the game, keeping their spirits up right now, because Summertown's pretty much consistently just beating on every possession.
Tess Long with it on the wing, back up top to Gabby. She's going to drive with the left hand and lay it up. Good look, but going to bounce out. Number 43, Alexis Smith has checked in.
She cannot go out of bounds and come back in.
Yeah, he finally.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Well, he called a 10-second violation. I didn't think that was anywhere close to 10 seconds.
But she went out of bounds. Well, came back in and got the ball.
Do you think that
look here on the?
Well, do you think that was the cover-up?
Watch. She's out of bounds.
Out of bounds and comes back in and gets it.
Comes back in. No call. Oh, well.
Hey, it's the giving season,
yeah,
Mark.
That's all right.
You can give people breaks.
We all make mistakes. Bonner's
going to miss 3. Busby with the board.
Nice bound.
They're going to get the foul on the floor.
Yeah, I think this had a – I would say he had a senior moment, but he's not old enough for that. That would be me.
So Summertown gets it in. Bonner's got it up top to Busby. They're going to stay in that man. As I mentioned, Alexis Smith has checked into the game for the first time for East Hickman. Busby with it up top. She's going to drive with the left hand, get cut off, but nice weave around, but miss the runner.
Good job, Ellie.
Mason's going to get it, but she's not going to be able to put it in. And here comes East Hickman. Adams with it. Over to Terlecki. Kick down low to Gobble. Back up top. Little runner by
Nice
Adams,
check once
partially
again.
blocked.
Mason's got 2 blocks. Long arms, she's using them well. We got a double dribble.
Carry. Well, one thing, Mark, too, Summertown's got some hands on some shots, but a lot of those shots are low shots.
Yeah.
I mean, they're shot from the hip more, which you got to get that ball up high, especially when you're in the paint. Summertown now, like you said, Mark, in that wide 2-3, they're going to say Tess kicked it.
I had a decision yesterday with the refs about kicking too. I'm not sure.
Well, I've always, if you stick your foot out and it hits you in the kneecap, is that kicking? I've always wondered that. And they're going to call it 9 times out of 10 too.
And that's kind of what I asked yesterday. At what point does it not become a kick? At what point, how far up your body do you have to go where it's not a kick?
Yeah. Adams is going to fire a jumper, and that's going to be very short.
And obviously, this has to be intentional. If it's not intentional, it's not a violation.
Summertown basketball. Inside of 3 minutes here in the third. Busby's got it over the long to Bonner. Tess with it now on the weave. She's going to drive with the right hand, lay it up. Nice. Good.
Yeah, she gets that step. She's pretty dangerous.
Summertown now gets it back to a 23-point advantage, 39-16. Jones with it over on the wing, and it's going to be stolen by Long.
Here comes Long. This could be interesting. Oh, pretty good defense.
Yes, it might have. Looks like partially blocked.
Yeah.
Nice job there by Terlecki. She's going to attack the lane and lay it up. Beautiful.
Nice shot, yeah.
I've been, I mentioned her name a lot, Mar, but I really like that kid. She keeps attacking, even down 20. She's still going at it. Bonner's going to get cut off, and they're going to get a charge. Yeah. Well, I thought it would have been that or a walk, but. Nice job there.
She made up her mind she was going to go to the left. Probably she crossed over. She had something there to the right.
Nice job by East Hickman, too, just standing on the ground, and just cutting her off. Got a few subs coming in for East Hickman. Lacey Woodard in for East Hickman, along with Gobble, who's back in.
Back to 2-1-2. Kind of.
Terlecki's going to get it down to Brand, but it's going to be stolen. Tess Long with it. Over onto the wing. Busby's got a 3, but she passes on it and drives, and it's going to get hacked.
I think one thing that we really took the air out of their offense by we're just not allowing it to go to the high post, and that they got a few buckets second quarter, I guess, and we've just pretty much stopped that, and that's good call by Coach Jean.
Well, and like you said, Mark, they haven't made a 3 this game. I think they may have attempted 1 this half, and it wasn't made. So, as of right now, I've got them at least just 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 from 3 and pretty much forcing everything into the paint.
And, Adam, you know a team that is used to making them, you can tell by the way they shoot it. They don't even hesitate, but these kids are kind of hesitating. They're not shooting, so they're not used to shooting a lot of threes, looks like it.
Busby's going to nail both of her free throws. Summertown now up 41-18.
Busby has 7 in this quarter.
That one's going to be missed, but nice board, rebounded.
Good hustle there by Brown, keeping it alive.
That's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Got
also,
little Busby in the ball game.
Yeah, Hallie snuck in on us. Hallie Busby.
Yeah.
Lena Brown back in along with Garland, Gabby Long, and Tess.
Tess taking the point now, a little more.
Gabby's going to get it over to Garland on the wing. Back up to Tess up top. They're in that man again. Over to Busby. Little Busby. Tess attacks on the wing, cut off. Could have been a foul call, but
that's
nothing
right.
there.
She saw.
She saw it, Mark. She just couldn't get it there.
And Brown did a good job of clearing her side out and going to the weak side for the pass. But
almost a half backcourt violation. Terlecki has it now back up top to Jones. Back to Terlecki on the wing. Skipped across to Woodard. She's going to fire a runner on the baseline, no good.
Good job by Garland not to just try to slap that. She just went straight up, and then she took a fall.
Gabby Long did a good job blocking out right there, too. She's got to look if she wants to take it, but I think they're going to hold it for a final shot.
That's got to be tempting for Gabby. She's knocked some of those down.
Tess has a look.
Tess says, I think I'm going to do that. And Banks open.
We're going to say that was intentional. And
John Wooden.
Hey, it's three in the scorebook, ain't it, Mark?
It absolutely is. We'll never know. Yeah.
There's a pass over to Woodard in the corner base. Hickman goes through her hands out of bounds. So
I'm also seeing a little fatigue, a little frustration, maybe some fatigue from East Hickman.
Yeah. So 7 seconds left. Tess with it. Over to Gabby. She's going to fire a three. Bouncing short. Lena Brown with the board, but that will be it. So Summertown extends their lead. They're leading 44-18 at the end of three. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here in a moment.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
The year may be ending, but the savings are just beginning right here at Story & Lee Furniture. Just imagine 3 football fields full of furniture, and half of everything in the store is half off. Over 500 recliners in stock, and half of them are half off. Over 200 dining rooms in stock, and half of them are half off. Buy a Kingsdown king-size mattress set for the price of a queen. Plus, get 0% financing and free delivery.
So back here in Summertown. Summertown enjoying a big lead here. 44-18. Start of the fourth. Tess Long's going to try to drop it off to Garland, but knocked away.
Yeah, right idea. She's got to pull that post one more step closer to her.
We'll have a jump ball. Ace Hickman's going to have it.
It's like Coach is letting Ella take a little break, and well-earned rest.
Summertown
there's our high post.
There it is. Beautiful pass. It's there. Yeah. That will be number 22, McKaylee Beckham, who lays it in. 44-20. Tess Long with it on the wing. She'll get cut off. Spin back up top to Garland. Lena Brown with it now. Over to Hallie Busby. She'll get in with the left hand. Kick up top to Garland. Gabby Long with it on the wing. She's going to get the ball screen, get right into the lane.
Nice
Beautiful take.
Good job.
Like you said, Mark, right into that lane. And she went to that left hand, too. Terlecki with it. She'll walk it across. She's going to drive right into the middle, hitting the bottom of the rim. Good attack. Tess Long's going to push it back over to Busby. She's going to drive baseline, get cut off, and Terlecki's going to get the steal. Jones with it now. Going with the left hand. Over to Adams. Skipped across to Terlecki. Summertown still in that wide 2-3. There's that jumper from the high post. Miss.
Come on, Buzz.
By Brand.
Get you on the left side. Oh.
Nice block.
Must be a volleyball player.
Yeah, Brooklyn Adams there was block. Well, and Busby, look, she's going to grow. She's going to get bigger and stronger. There's nothing wrong with a pump fake, especially when you're a little bit smaller. Maybe get her up. But, hey.
My old college coaches say, pull up, kiss it off the glass. Why ain't you even going in there anyway?
Well, everybody worries about the block. I know your son's probably talked about. I always told my son, said, look, take it. If it gets blocked, it goes out of bounds, get the basketball anyway.
Absolutely.
Who cares? You got to keep attacking. East Hickman's got it. Here comes Brand. She's going to miss with the left hand, get her on board, and she's fouled by Brown.
Yeah, Adam, we've talked about it, but East Hickman doesn't even look at a three.
No.
And in today's game, man, it's just hard not to have someone that can knock down a three. And like I said, maybe we talked about it missing a player or two.
Yeah.
Maybe their three-point shooter's gone, but it is when you're able to just pack the ball in and just defend the basket, it's very difficult to score. I think they've run into a little bit of a problem.
Brand's going to miss both free throws. But I'm going to tell you, though, Mark, the other thing is, like you said, Bonner's going to fire a three from the wing, short. Rebounded by Garland. Probably got fouled, but no call. Brown, she's going to miss. Now we've got bodies all over the place. Well, the thing about it, like I was saying, Mark, is, they haven't shot a ton of threes. But, honestly, though, not really outside of the paint.
No,
I'm sitting here thinking about jump shots. Maybe 4.
Yeah, one just a few minutes ago from the high post, and you can tell she wasn't really comfortable with that. It was the last resort to just turn and shoot it.
Jones with it now into that high post. Kick down low. Nice look.
Yeah.
I would say, Mark, they've got 20 points. I'm going to say 12 to 14 of those points have come off that play from the high post.
Yeah.
Laid up and in.
Basic layups. So I'm like you. I don't think I. Yeah,
Garland
there we go.
Blocked, but they're going to get a foul on Brands.
Job by Garland taking the ball, using her left hand. Knock a few threes down. Knock some free throws down.
Number 43, Alexis Smith, checking back in.
I can say this about Izzy because coached her an 8th grader is really a good player for me. But I've always had trouble with her getting her shot up. She shoots a little flat. Now she can score.
She struggled with her free throws the last few games. We've all seen she's going to be a great player. But like you said, it was mentioned last night. I think you mentioned about getting it up in there.
Yeah. Up instead of out. Those two are right in there. The thing about it, I think kids realize, the more arc you have on it, the bigger the basket actually is. You have a bigger circumference of the basketball going through the.
I'm not saying you need to follow everything from the NBA, Mark, but Steph Curry isn't the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
You don't see flat shots.
No.
There's a reason he does it like he does it.
And there's a certain, I don't know that degree or whatever that is, but there's a certain degree of that shot angle that is just the most a great pass way to look. I think East Hickman's kind of wearing down and just.
That was a beautiful look by Gabby Long, and Bonner's going to lay it in. Summertown's now hit half of a century spot, 50-22 now, up by 28. Terlecki, she will fire a three. It looks good. Wow. And she's got that beautiful arc.
I got to like that.
I did too.
We were talking about the arc. There it was, wasn't it?
Gabby Long, I thought she had a good look. They're going to get her stepping out of bounds.
Well, now she wishes she would have went ahead and knocked that three.
Well, that's a shot you kind of really want her to take.
Yeah.
She's had a solid game tonight overall.
25-point lead for the Lady Eagles.
Jones with it now. Over to Woodard. She's in the corner with it. She's going to have it tied up by Busby. That will go to Summertown.
Yeah, I would not like Busby to guard me. She would just really get on my nerves if I had the ball.
It's kind of like I said about Tess Long. She's somebody you love to have, but you don't want to play you. She would drive you crazy. It's kind of like Rodman, kind of in a way. I remember when Rodman played, I despised him when he went to the Pistons, but when he went to the Bulls, all of a sudden I loved him. It's just a love-hate relationship.
Absolutely. He's one of those.
Gabby's going to make a beautiful
pass. Nice finish by Garland. Garland's got, 4 points off the bench?
I'm going to tell you, as well as Gabby Long shot it tonight, her distribution of the ball has been good.
It really has been.
And she's cut down on it. She's had a lot of turnovers at times throughout the, trying to force some things. But it looks like that's something she's been really concentrating on.
Oh, nice.
Off the glass. We've been talking about threes, Mark, and there's 2 back-to-back possessions.
No. We might want to be quiet.
I know. Busby's going to attack. Get cut off, but she still forces it up.
Oh, my.
When you're rolling, Mark.
Yeah. Like I said, she's so strong.
Terlecki with it now.
Back to a 2-3 zone.
Big, wide 2-3.
They got a couple of posts, so they're going to break the opposite post and try to look for the post-to-post pass.
Jones with it on the wing, back up top to Woodard. Over to Terlecki.
Yeah. See, they're
to that high post. There's the jumper from the high post. Miss, but rebounded. Nice job there by Alexis Smith, and she's going to get fouled.
Bonner got caught behind. Actually, I think Coach Jean's probably relieved that he's really not having to coach so hard. He had it last night was such a close, gritty ball game, and being Moore County, as Coach went to high school at Moore County over there, so he doesn't want to lose that one.
Coach Jean might tell you, and I don't know what he'll tell you, but he might tell you it was just another ball game. Look, I've been in those situations. That's
that would
not
be a
the
lie.
Truth, okay, he's a great coach. He wanted to win that thing. Yeah. Those kids played hard for him last night against a really good team and a really good coach on the other side on his own right. That was a big win for Summertown. They came in last night, I think, 5-1, and their only loss was to Lincoln County.
Yes. Ironically, a team that we'd beaten. That's a good call.
And that was a good basketball team, and they were physical.
I remember talking to Coach Gene after that game, and he was like elated because just wasn't sure what he had at that point in the season. And honestly, from there, we took a couple of steps back, and then it looks like we've kind of got our feet back under us.
Summertown now got some subs ready to come in. Busby's got it. He's going to dribble down and get cut off. And they're going to give a 3-second violation. That might have been a 3-second violation, but it also might have been the call to get these subs in too.
Izzy has a little bit of a guilty look on her face, so she probably wasn't there.
So now we got Hallie Busby, who's now back in. Lucy Daniel, number 32, along with number 31, Sloan Kelsey.
Yep, Kelsey.
There is a 3 from up top fired by Woodard, and it's going to go off the side of the rim out of bounds. I will tell you, when you're used to typical games here, Mark, this gym's pretty much packed. Yep. It's about half full, I'd say, right now. But I will also tell you, it's about 10 times as many fans as what was at Giles County yesterday at that boys game.
Yep. Well, this time of year, people's finishing up their Christmas shopping. There's a lot of things, and some people still work.
Well, and it's tough. It's tough, on a Friday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
A lot of people work, have jobs they've got to be at. So Lucy Daniels got it. She's going to go up, and it's partially blocked. Garland's going to rip it away, and they're going to fall to the floor. Still playing hard.
Yeah. I'm going to – my Gutter Brothers player of the game.
You going to go ahead and give that to us now?
I'm going to go ahead and give it to us now since we're kind of got
you may want to wait because you might have somebody hit 4 threes in this final
or slam. We still got –
No, I want you
Bonner's still out there with a potential slam dunk. Because she was close to my – but I think tonight or today, wherever we're at, I can't see outside, I'm going to have to give it to Gabby Long. I think she stepped up her game. She knocked down some big – but she also made some really good passes and some good defensive plays. So – we need that out of that senior. She needs to step up and take a leadership role. I think she is getting more and more into that. Obviously, one of them that wants to play at the next level, and I like what she brought to the floor today.
Yeah,
so I'm going to give that to her.
I agree with you, Mark. She'd be.
And I'll pick up my $20 later from her parents.
But I will tell you, if one of these kids dunks, we're going to change it. She's going to lose her.
Well, I'll take that away from her in a minute.
We'll split it.
I really don't see anybody out there that I feel like is going to dunk today.
There's going to be a runner up and miss.
Good job.
Garland's got it. She wrestles it away, and they're going to get a travel.
That's all right. I'm not sure she did. I think she got rid of it before her knee hit. But
number 20, Brianna Mason, has checked in.
I'll say this, too. Get in the ball.
Jumper missed on the floor. And we're going to have a foul called. I believe on Summertown.
It's like our wrestling match there. I like that. A lot of times we beat up the officials some, and that's a very difficult job. I think today, considering this game, I think this crew's done a pretty good job. They cut me out. Anytime you start giving compliments to officials, your mic goes out. I don't know if there's a wheel over there.
There's a jumper missed by Bailey. And Garland's going to have the board. She's fouled.
And she's going to.
And she's finally going to.
She's not going to get to go to the line. It's not enough.
Well, I don't know what the stoppage in play, whether it was a foul, ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he called a bump. She got a bump pretty hard. Still got the freshman.
Summertown basketball. Hallie with it up top. Over to Sloan.
Yeah.
She's going to lose it out of bounds. Nice attack, though, by that young lady.
Yeah, we mentioned that Franks left the ball game earlier. Looked like just maybe been sick. A lot of the stuff's going around. Hopefully she's going to be.
Yeah.
She's got a little time to recover. Not sure when their next game is. When is that next game, Will? You know when? Yeah, okay, that's right. They're down there with us.
That's going to be stolen by Garland. She's going to attack. She'll lay it up and good.
She's worked for those points. She's got a bunch of rebounds. She's hit the floor 4 or 5 times. I think she's got like 6 maybe.
25 seconds left in this one. Nice kick down low to number 15, Candace Cochran. And she's going to lay it up. Nice shot by that young lady. Busby's got it. 14 seconds left. She picks up her dribble over to Bonner. They may just run this out, Mark.
I think Coach is not going to 26-point lead. No need padding someone's stats.
Garland picks it up. And that will be it. So Summertown with another solid game after a rough one last night.
Yeah.
Hard-fought game against Moore County. They come in here and take care of business.
And Adam, I'd like to say this too. Watching some of these kids, the newer players that, Stacy and I coached them a year in middle school, and our middle school girls now, struggling some, but the key is to hang with it. I'm looking at, I think today you may even see Kaysen Edwards in the ballgame for the boys more. Kaysen was the only survivor of that sophomore class that stayed with it, and he's starting to get more and more minutes in varsity. Don't judge your potential of your game in middle school. Stay with it. You got good coaches coming up, and I think we've got a lot of good potential girls coming up as well as guys. And I just don't like to see them give up on their career too early, not knowing what they could be. And like I said, point out Kaysen Edwards because he's just one of those that hung it. But I also think about Tess Long. Tess struggles some. As a middle school coach, she just always had that fire, but she improved her game. She worked on her game, and all of a sudden now she's a big factor. Graham Howell's another great example. I helped Coach Long with him when he was 8th or 7th grader, and I wasn't sure about Graham, but Graham made the decision he was going to improve his game, and he's a huge factor for our varsity.
And when you're in school, you want to go to a good school on a good team that wins games.
Absolutely.
That's what you want. Now, the issue with that, Mark, is you might be a really solid player, but you've got 5 or 6 really solid kids in front of you that are as good or maybe a little bit farther ahead. Look, your time will come.
Absolutely.
But you all, people don't give enough credit to these kids in practices that are making these starters better.
You're right.
And what they do, the stuff that you don't see. I know me and Will both. Me and Will probably spent the next 6 months after we graduated pulling splinters out of our butt from how much we sat. We played a lot our senior years and stuff, but me and Will, we took our lumps too.
Well, I had a conversation with Coach Cruz, coach for years down in Collinwood, a friend of mine, and his daughter is a freshman, coming off and getting quite a bit of playing time. He was making, I said, Knox is not going to get much playing time. And he said, it's kind of a two-edged sword. If you're depending on freshmen a lot for your program to come in and help, then your program could be struggling a little bit. You don't want to have to depend on young kids. You want to have a crop every year, and I think that's kind of what we have, especially with the guys, and just hang in there. And you're right. Those kids make the starters better, and they get better by playing against better players.
Yeah.
That's what a weekend.
Yeah, Will just mentioned these young ladies swept all 5 games. Yeah. We're hoping the boys can keep that streak alive. So, Summertown with a big win here, 56-30. They're going to take care of East Hickman by 26. As of right now, we have Mount Pleasant, I believe, Perry County girls, which are fixing to start. After that, it's going to be a good one, Mark. Your boys' games will be Summertown and Perry County. So be back here ready to go for that one, fans.
Got a work cut out for us on that one.
Yes, that is going to be a heck of a basketball game between 2 really good teams.
One in overtime over there.
Yeah.
So
on a last-second three. It'll be fun. So for Adam Lindsay, Mark, and Will, thank you for the great job y'all do. And fans, thanks for listening. Also, lastly, congratulations to Gabby for being the Gutter Brothers player of the game.
And who knocked the Gutter Brothers sign down? We probably should have given that to was that Ella? I think Ella slapped one in there.
She might have.
So, yeah. So that's why she didn't get it, because she almost broke their sign.
We need to let Gabby's parents know your free sample of a gutter will be coming to be mailed to you recently for Gabby winning that. Exactly. So congratulations to the girls. We'll be back here in a little bit for the boys. You've been listening to Summertown Girls Basketball on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with